Hey, this is Matt Wimmer from Brady Precision. In this video, we are going to be looking at a conclusion to an issue that we talked about a bunch at the end of last year with Chrome and certificates. So let's jump in here and take a closer look at exactly what we're talking about and the fixes that Tridium implemented. All right, so we did a couple videos on this in the past, because at first it started as a Chrome thing, then it bled into Edge and everything else that runs Chromium as its backend for the browser. And that was with this change that was added in that no longer supported the SHA-1 certificate algorithms in SSL certificate chains. They're considered weak and no longer acceptable, and Chrome just sort of cut them off. Previously, they were allowed in root certificates, and now they no longer are. Symptoms where you had to be using certain versions of Chrome, and then you would get this error SSL version cipher mismatch. This still comes up. That's why I wanted to put this video out. So if you get that error message, this is what we're talking about. Most likely. You could get that error message for something else, but the likely cause is this. Your connection will fail with that error message. There are workarounds in Chrome where you can set a developer flag. They are very likely going to be phased out soon in newer versions, so that won't be an option. But it is good to know that that is available, and this is how you get to that flag. And then you can further look into this by going to this URL, throwing in the URL to the server or Niagara instance that you're having issues with, and seeing if you have SHA-1 in your certificates that are returned. And this is what you would see down here at the bottom. This SHA-1 with RSA is what we were seeing in this certificate chain on the root certificate of that certificate chain. So the legacy fixes still remain the same from what we had before. You have to rebuild your certificate chain, get the latest CAs from your signer. The difference now that I've discovered, and it goes along with what Tridium implemented for their fix, is that you don't need to include the root CA within your certificate chain. If it's a fully signed certificate, that root CA is already in the trust store of every one of your users in their browser within Windows itself. You know, you have every instance of a computer that can talk to the internet and use SSL and certificates. They have this pre-made compilation of certificates, root certificates, that they know are safe and trusted. If your certificate is signed, your root CA is already there. Even if it's using SHA-1, it'll still work. You just can't send the SHA-1 certificate over the wire in your connection when you pull up your station in Niagara. So if you build up your PEM file without that root CA in it, I've seen success in those legacy instances. Your other option is to get the certificate re-signed completely and not have it use a SHA-1 certificate at all. Now we get to the good stuff, and that is in Niagara 413U2 and 410U7 and above for both of those. So basically any version after in 413 and 410 will have this feature enabled. And its default behavior, which is also great, and it changes the way certificates are handled by the web server. And I think a lot of web servers in other use cases on the web have this feature set as their defaults already and have for quite some time. So it's good that Tridium is now implementing it as well. And that is, the web server is no longer going to include that root CA in the certificate chain that it serves up to your users. Even if you have it in the certificate chain when you brought it into Niagara, the web server will strip it out and no longer serve it to clients because it knows that it's problematic to send that over the wire. So the way that they've done this is they've added a new system property in the system.properties file, and it is niagara.web.exclude root CA from cert chains for SIG algs, and they by default are including the SHA-1 with RSA signature algorithm within that. So any certificate that has that SHA-1 with RSA signature algorithm as its root CA will automatically get stripped out and excluded when the web server presents it to your users, which therefore means that you won't run into the error message anymore when you go to connect to those servers that maybe have that as their root CA. So I just wanted to loop back into this issue to wrap it up in a nice bow so that we know that Tridium has now implemented a fix, and hopefully we don't run into this so much anymore. But if you do have any issues or anything like that with it, leave a comment down below. We can try to help you out. And if you're one of our customers, you buy product from us, you know that we've got the tech support available to you to help you get straightened out for any issues you may have. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comments section. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to check us out at birdieprecision.com. We offer all kinds of versions of Tridium, Vicon, Honeywell, JCI, a whole bunch of controller lines, and a whole bunch of other really good stuff. We vet everything that we sell, and we stand by it and support it as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.